All right, so tell the YouTube people what we're up to this time.
Well, it's March the 29th, 2016. Nathan and I thought we would ride up to Mountain Inn, and since the gate was unlocked and we could get in, we rode up. And we got a surprise of our life. Mountain Inn doesn't look like anything that it ever did before.
They painted it green.
And built a shed, and they've really been working on it.
Yeah, they're up there doing some work right now, so that's why we're not actually there. We're actually at the next camp down.
And this is the Dixie Belle, or it used to be.
Oh, it still says it on the porch.
Shirley Crossan and her husband that own this one. And we have permission to be here because Shirley invited me already. She said stop by, but nobody's here. What I love about March is the flowers, and look at the forsythia. The daffodils are blooming, the trees are coming out in bud, and everything is so gorgeous in the spring. And Nathan and I remember some of the really good times we had up at Mountain Inn. That was when my sister was still living. She brought her grandchildren with her. I brought Nathan, and some of the things we did, like eating out around the campfire, and what are some of the other things we did? We'd take hikes.
All sorts of stuff.
Things that you do when you're camping. Carry on at night in bed. Keep everybody away. And
I believe they built onto this.
it looks bigger, don't it?
Yeah.
Look, they built a new toilet with the moon on it,
Like the old days.
like in the old days, yes. So, yes, I believe this end here.
Looks like a tree fell on the bridge at some point.
Take a picture of that.
There's an old metal bridge over there.
Where the toilets used to be, but now they built a new one here.
You can see where the rails are bent. Looks like something fell on it.
Yeah, tree fell on. But it's such a nice day. I'm glad we took a ride here. The road isn't really great to bring the car.
Well, I didn't really plan on making this trip today. It just kind of happened.
You didn't need to wear a jacket. It's a little chilly.
I'm all right.
So one time I was coming out of, I think that we still owned our Ford van, coming down this road, and the muffler came off. It was my two sisters and I, Odie and Sarah. I never did tell Joe about that. We got it stuck up on again, and then I took it to a garage later and had somebody look at it and put, what is it you put on there to keep the muffler on?
Probably just a clamp.
Some kind of clamp. I never told Pop about that. So, it's a road that we're familiar with. We've been up here often enough. And I noticed that they put some stones on it down below here. They have done some repairs on it. And my brother Sam and a bunch of other guys had a camp up here where you turn right and it goes up in there. I forget the name of it. I think it's the Carlisle.
I think it's called Camp Carlisle.
This is the Carlisle Gap. And Sam and a lot of other guys, I don't know, maybe David still has a sharing camp. It was more or less a hunting camp. Sam would have our family up there. We'd make something to eat. I remember one time I made chicken and corn soup and took it. I guess the other people brought some stuff too. And my brothers and sisters and we like to get together maybe once a month. Toward the last one before they died, we would go to a restaurant someplace and meet, and my family. My family's all gone now. I'm the only one left. I used to have 5 brothers and 5 sisters, and it's just me. Oh, I always thought it'd be nice to be an only child, but it's not that great, I'll tell you that. I'd rather have my brothers and sisters. So I have a lot of fond memories of going camping. It was one of the things that our family always liked. Our dad built a camp when we were kids, and then Kate and Andy owned the camp. Kate and Andy and Joe and I owned a little. We didn't own it. I don't know what you call it, rented it, paid. And it used to be the old CCC camp. We had one of those camps, and we had a lot of fun in it, and it was just a little place. So, I guess this family seems to like camping too. Shirley Crossan and her husband, and I don't know if there's anybody else. Then Pam and her brother own Mountain Inn now. Some of the other things I like about springtime is the crocuses and the daffodils and the tulips, and the weather gets warmer, and everything is beautiful. The mountains are beautiful. When my dad had a camp, he built a swing and a seesaw and things like that for the kids. And of course, we always had a dam down in the creek to swim in, and that water in the mountain is cold. We always went swimming in the creek. We had a swimming pool. We called it our swimming pool. A dam in the creek from where I lived. You had to go down across the field, our neighbor's field, and we would, in the springtime, dam up the creek with stones. And of course, over the winter, they kind of washed out, so you had to redo it every year. And there was a big stump beside our little dam, and the kids would get on there and jump off the stump and do a belly flop. Sometimes a belly flop stinks. But we called it our swing, the old swimming hole. I have a lot of fond memories now that I'm 90 years old, and a lot of people never get that old. Do you have any fond memories, Nathan? I know you have fond memories of Mountain Inn.
Well, there's really too many to mention. I mean, we used to come up here every summer. I know it was always on a Thursday.
Why was it Thursday?
I don't know why. That was between you and Aunt Oni and Aunt Sarah. You were the ones that always wanted to go on Thursday.
I think we went Thursday and stayed till every 1 or 2 nights, but everybody had to go to church, especially Aunt Sarah's church.
But I remember it was always on Thursdays. Every Thursday we'd be up here. We'd be here about all day until it started getting dark.
Well, lots of times you stayed overnight. I remember just Oni and Sarah and I stayed overnight. And we played Rummy Cube. Sarah always wanted to play Rummy Cube. And giggled like teenagers. And of course, we didn't go outside at night to go to the bathroom. We had a bathroom in the house. It was a wooden thing with a hole in it, and you set your pot in there. I don't know what you call that. Anyhow, that's where our bathroom was. Then every morning when you get up, you had to go and empty that. They had Sarah, my sister Sarah, and her husband and family had a camp too, but they called it in between. We went up over the Longfellow Trail, the Longfellow Road, and it was in between the 2 mountains. And why, excuse me, why this is named the Carlisle Gap, I don't know. Must have been somebody named Carlisle. You can hear the creek. That's one of the things that will put you to sleep at night when you're at camp. The water running. And Mountain Inn had a tin roof. And if it rained, the rain on the roof is kind of soothing. But I see somebody's really taking an interest in Mountain Inn and fixing it up. Looks old. Nathan and I were surprised when we saw it that it's green now. It was a log building. Well, that's the one that burnt down. Long.
Yeah, but before this one was green, it was just the natural wood.
Yes. So now it's nice. I think they built it out of concrete block.
No, it's made out of wood. It's just not built like a log cabin.
It's still not Mountain Inn, but it looks a lot nicer. I mean, it's really nice. And Freddie.
Yeah, the only reason we're not up there right now is because, like I said before, they're up there doing some work.
People up there. Freddie Coffin and his sister Pam. They own it now. And, it originally started out like Dr. Steele owned it. And then Pam's grandfather owned it. And then they owned it. That's kind of chilly today, but it's not too bad to sit out with a jacket on. I wonder if you can you hear the creek running?
Oh, that's probably the only thing you will hear.
The creek running. Everybody loves to hear the creek running. I don't know why. I guess you have to be a mountain person to enjoy the things of the mountains and the trees. And different flowers that bloom in the springtime. Coltsfoot. That's one of the first flowers to bloom in the spring is coltsfoot, and they look a lot like a dandelion, but the leaf on them is like that. They look like a coltsfoot. That's why they call them that. And I wonder if they ever rent these camps out.
I don't know.
I'll ask Shirley the next time I see her. I enjoy just sitting out in the porch and watching all the traffic. All the traffic would be
Maybe 2 people all day long.
Going up the Mountain Inn or up the Sandhead. There's no traffic. And if you meet another car, you're almost in trouble because it's no place to pass. But I never had any problems with that.
Can't say that we ever did, no.
Somebody had to back up or you had to pull over them. It's a one-lane road. Anything else you want to talk about?
Well, can't think of anything at the moment.
I'm glad we got to come up. We just by chance came when the gate was unlocked. Usually they have the gate locked down there. But I guess the reason it's unlocked is because the guys are out there working, cutting trees and things like that. Maybe they cut wood to sell.
Who knows? Maybe when it comes time around for next month's video, maybe we can make arrangements to actually go up there.
Maybe. I'd have to ask Pam.
Well, is there anything else you have for the YouTube people this time?
I can't think of anything. I'm glad at least that we got to see Mountain Inn what it looks like now.
Yeah.
I remember the night the old one burned down. It was a long day. Nathan and I both cried because we were used to going there. And the people that owned it let us go there because we took good care of it and cleaned it. When we started going there, nobody had been using it very much, and we had to clean it real well. And your Aunt Oni, she was always washing the windows, and I bet the windows had never been washed. And some of the old bed mattresses and that had to be thrown out with the bird or whatever. And we kept it nice and clean for them. Never left without sweeping the floors. We took care of it. So I guess we may move and let's move on down.
All right, I think that's good enough for this time.